Here at Guadalupe River State Park. This is my first time here. I heard about it from a fellow nature-loving girly, and it's so beautiful. I feel so inspired. So I brought my journal, and I'm gonna write a song that I feel inspired to write. Let's see, this is what I came up with so far. This is so, I feel very vulnerable, but I feel like if I want to move through the world as my truest, most authentic self, then I have to do that. Anyway, this is out of my comfort zone, but I just felt inspired while I was walking because look at the river. It's so beautiful. No judgment. I'm not gonna judge myself. No. That's all I have. But this is embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that nature inspires me so deeply. And you know what? Life isn't always pretty and doesn't always make sense. But that's kind of what makes it life. And a river is untamed and deadly and also still beautiful. And yeah, I don't know, so much is on my mind. Worked on it a little bit more. Why am I starting to feel proud of it, even though these are shameful feelings? Wow, wow, river reminds me of the love I have for you. You. Wow, wow, river, so beautiful, but it's so blue. Oh, you okay?
What happened?
You okay? Somebody fell on that mountain. Understandably, it's a little slippery here. Where did I leave off? I need to stay upright in society's eyes. I'm a wife and a mother. I can't let them discover. Deep down, I'm still a lover. Wild river blues. Wild, wild river blues. I saw some people do it earlier and they made it look a little easier. I just crossed this shallow part of the river. It's cold. It was very slippery. And now I got to the trail I wanted to get to. But now what am I going to do? Walk barefoot? Wait till my feet dry? I don't know. And I have to go across again when I'm done, I think. Unless this trail is a loop. That wasn't quite thought out all the way. But to be honest, I feel pretty alive, which is nice. It's kind of like a cold plunge, except for I didn't go all the way in the water. I'm just gonna walk for a little bit, see how it goes. Because there's this trail over here that I wanted to walk on. I'm being very, very careful, but it feels really, really great to have literally just the earth beneath my feet. That's very nice. River access trail. I just accessed the river. Okay, we're gonna just walk it, see how it goes. Alrighty. I love doing stuff like this. I'm proud of myself for being here. It's me in my natural habitat. I'm doing something new, walking barefoot. The earth is grounding me, you know. The reason why I'm walking barefoot right now, and the ground, I don't want to speak too soon, but the ground is surprisingly very comfortable. Oops, there's some glass right there. That's scary. Oh no, there's ants. Okay, I'm just gonna watch my step. Oh, oh. Okay, I'm jogging a little bit. Okay, I got past the ants. Those are like some big, red, juicy ants. That's scary. Little blue stem loop. Let's go this way. So, the reason why I'm walking barefoot right now, I'm trying to let my legs dry off a little bit. And I know what you're thinking. Your nose is already running. Why do anything crazy like that? I don't know. I can't answer that. It just came over me, okay? But, I don't know. I think, so I crossed the river, which when I was reading the map, it was like cross a shallow part of the river to get to these trails. And one of them was this trail I wanted to go up because apparently it's like, it's steep and you can see some old growth trees, which now I'm realizing I was probably already at the old growth trees. Anyway, oh well. So I saw some people walking across the river because there were like some rocks that it looked like you could just step on and get across. Thought about it for a while and I was like, you know what? I might regret it if I don't do it. So I went for it. I was like, I'm just gonna walk across the river. I'm gonna take my shoes off, roll up my pants and walk across the river. And that's what I did. But here's the big but. I knew that the rocks were slippery because I read it and it said to be careful because people can die in the river. So I was like, I'll be careful. Very, very, very slippery. Very slippery. But I still made it across okay. Just one of my hands went in the water once to catch myself. And also I know how to swim. I know a lot of people know how to swim and still don't make it. But one, I know how to swim. The water was probably not even 2 feet. And two, I was walking on the opposite side of the rocks because it's like the river is flowing that way and then there's rocks and then more river. So if I were to fall all the way, the rocks would stop me from going too far. But so yeah, I made it across the river and then I was thinking this must be, I think it was called the Baumgartner Trail. I don't remember what it was called. It's like that must be that trail over there. It wasn't. Look, yellow butterfly, everything's gonna be all right. I don't know if y'all can see that. Whenever I see a yellow butterfly, it means everything's gonna be all right. And there's another one. I'm in the right place at the right time. The way I discovered that was in like 2021. I was going through a very rough time. My marriage seemed like it was crumbling, and I was unintentionally pregnant. That was a hard time for me. And I used to walk on my favorite mountain in Las Vegas. We were living in Las Vegas at the time, and I would make it to this mountain at least once a month. Oh, no, it was like a couple times a month whenever I could. I tried to always go on either Saturday or Sunday or both, or a random day during the week if I could. Um, and I would take my journal and write and scream and cry and dance and just talk to the mountain. And yeah. And I think at that time it came over me that whenever I see a yellow butterfly, it means everything's going to be all right. So I still believe that to this day.
To this day. To this day. To this day.
To this day. Uh-oh, we're coming up on a roadblock. Let's see what this is about. GCW Trail. Looks like they don't want us to go here because it says, what does it say? Golden-cheeked warbler trail is closed until further notice due to a safety hazard. That was the name of the trail I wanted to do. That's funny. Okay. All right. I think my feet are pretty dry now. I'm just going to put my socks and shoes on and walk back, and then, well, does it make sense to put my socks and shoes on when I'm literally about to go across the river again? I guess I'll just keep them off for now. I'll just continue this little loop here. But yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, yellow butterfly, everything's gonna be right, blah 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 blah. And what was I talking about before I saw the yellow butterflies? I don't know, maybe it'll come to me. Maybe I'll rewatch this and figure it out. But I've been really enjoying this. My goal, see, I'm seeing more of these giant ants, and I'm not really looking at that for real. I'm sliding my shoes back on because they're the strong ants carrying leaves 10 times their size. I'm not doing that. So I just slid my shoes back on because this part of the trail seems a little more wild and unpaved than the other part of the trail I was on. Man, it's so beautiful here. What the heck? If you're ever in Texas and you want to be able to sit by a beautiful river and hike, you can also camp here. When I got here, the park ranger was like, I guess first I didn't put two and two together that this is Guadalupe River State Park, and usually at state parks you have to pay to get in. But the ranger was like, you want to do just the day pass, or are you going to be hiking? Or are you going to be camping? And I was like, day pass. But then I was thinking, dang, I can camp here? That would be kind of nice. And I feel like there's enough people here to where maybe I would feel comfortable camping by myself. Yeah, actually, that would be cool. Look at that random chair. Interesting. More beautiful butterflies. Grasshopper. I was gonna say, it seems early for butterflies and grasshoppers. It's still February, but I guess that's global warming for us. But anyway, to get in, it was only $7 for the day pass. And my goal was to hit like 10,000 steps in here and just like go hard in the paint. Excuse me. Then when I got in here and I was just awe-stricken by the beauty. Ooh, I think we have a nice overlook that we can see. And then that song came to me. I felt like I just needed to sit down somewhere. So last time I checked, I was at like 5,000 steps. Oh, this is nice. This is so pretty. What the heck? Look at. I love how that. I wonder if there's like an easier way to get across to more land than the way I came. But it looks gorgeous. Very beautiful. I'm gonna get back on the trail that I know. Also, if anyone was wondering, I always keep my pepper spray on me because I love being alone. I love to hike alone. I like to do it with my family too, but it's not the same. The reasons why I like hiking alone, I can stay out as long as I want. Also, if I had a friend that wanted to hike, that would be cool too. But I can hike as long or as short as I want. I can go any direction I want to go in. I'm only responsible for my own safety. And of course, if someone is hurt or something, I will help them. And I just feel free, and nobody's gonna argue with me, complain with me. It's just me, and I love that. I love that for us, Queen. Do I really have anything to talk about right now? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm just kind of walking and enjoying the beauty of nature and solitude. And yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm gonna hit 10K steps because this part of the room, dang, these big old meat-eating ants. I'm sorry. Nature is beautiful, but they're just like too strong, carrying big old leaves and working hard. It's a Sunday. Take a break. Take a break. That's why I feel like, I don't know, maybe ants, if reincarnation is real, maybe ants were like super lazy in their past life. See, look, I'm gonna show y'all. Can y'all see these strong ants carrying giant leaves? Where are they carrying it to? What are they doing? Why are they working so hard on a Sunday? Somebody answer me those questions, please, immediately. I mean, that's wild. Excuse me, guys. Just working hard on a Sunday. Yeah, I feel like in their past life, they were like lazy and they had to learn hard work and discipline. That's one thing I don't want. If I have to come back to Earth, don't let me be a hard-working creature. Let me be a sloth. Let me chill out. Oh my gosh. Do you guys ever just feel like Mother Nature is just like seducing you? It's so romantic. Listen to the sound of the waving grasses. Oh, she's getting shy. She didn't like that I called her out like that. She got quiet. Here, no. I just love that. So it was Valentine's Day on Friday. Am I gonna go super into this? I'm still trying to learn. Excuse me, hardworking strong ants. Excuse me, guys. Dang. I'm still trying to figure out what level of myself and vulnerable I want to be on here. Because on one hand, I feel like I can just say anything because nobody is watching. And then on the other hand, look at that ladybug. I don't really know what that was. Then on the other hand, it's like, the point is at some point, I would love to be a YouTuber full time. And that would equal probably more people watching my stuff. And the thing is, like, if people that I don't know or that I don't know that well watched my stuff, I wouldn't feel as, like, nervous about being judged versus if people really close to me watch my stuff. But I also know, like, the people that I enjoy watching the most and I feel most connected to, and even in real life, are the people that are just, like, open. Open about what they think, open about how they feel, open about what they're actually going through. So I want to, and that's how I feel like I am in my real life with people who are close to me. But then that's the thing, like, it's not everybody, it's just like a select few people. So I don't know, I'm trying to, sometimes it probably feels like I'm tiptoeing around things I want to say. And that's because I am. I'm trying to figure out what level of vulnerability is acceptable for me. That's so pretty. Look at how beautiful that is. I don't know, it must have rained or something, and you just see these water droplets on top of a giant spider web. And the sun, how the sun is like reflecting off of the water droplets. Come on. Come on. Way too beautiful. Like I said, this is my first time here at Guadalupe River State Park. It's definitely worth the $7. And if I knew it was $7, what I would have done was, like, got some food, got a little picnic thing, and, like, did a little more research on which trails are actually open and not pick the one that's closed and that I have to cross a river for. Um, and I'd probably camp here, or maybe even just set up a little picnic table and journal and eat and hike, and then journal and eat and hike again, and then maybe journal and eat and hike one more time, and maybe do a cold plunge, like a full body cold plunge. Because I think they have showers here. I don't know. But the nice thing about it is the river is not too far from, I hear something. The river is not too far from parking, you know? So you can hang out at the river and then be close to your car. I'm talking about a whole lot of nothing, but I'm just enjoying my time. Some more hard-working, big old strong ants. Excuse me, guys. Okay. Try not to disturb them because they're just out here living life, you know. They probably like to work. They might like working. What do y'all think? Do you guys think these big old giant strong leaf carrying, rock carrying ants like working so hard? I wonder if it's easy for them. Maybe it's easy for them. Like Luisa on Encanto, how she's like just, her magic power is her strength, and she's like super duper strong and can carry a church and a bunch of donkeys and stuff. Like, I wonder if that is kind of how the ants feel, like the heavy stuff isn't that heavy to them. That's another thing I like about hiking. You can just walk and talk. Even before, or at times that I don't record, I just like talking out loud to nature, to myself, to God. I just love that. Because nobody's going to judge you. Literally, nobody's going to judge you. And you can just let your thoughts wander and wander and wander. Look at this pretty tree. Isn't that just, wow. Imagine how super beautiful this looks during the spring. Ooh, and if these are like flowers during the spring, very gorgeous. There's this trail by my old house that was like that, and it was like a bunch of these beautiful yellow flowers. You know what? I think I actually uploaded that video, so you can check it out if you want to. I think it was when I was still doing 75 hard. Can't believe I did 75 hard last year. That's pretty amazing. I hope I am proud of my accomplishments this year, because I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish, and I'm looking for the best. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep walking. I don't know how long I want these videos to be, especially when I'm not really talking about anything. I'm like, does anyone want to just watch me walk and talk? Maybe if you're walking and talking too, or if you're like just walking and you just want to feel like you're walking with a friend, I'll be your friend. Okay, I think that's it. The lighting is better this way. And actually, you know what? This lighting's kind of cute too. But yeah, I'll talk to you probably after I cross the river again. I'm almost back to the river crossing. Yeah, the river access trail. And then I'm walking straight to the car. You know what time it is? I made it back across. I saw some little kids doing it like it was nothing when I was walking back across, so that helps to ease the fear. This side of the trail is a lot rockier, which doesn't feel good on the feet, but I didn't want to get my shoes like all wet and then they're just wet for the rest of the drive home, because it's like 40 minutes from home. But when I got out the river, this group of people were like, is that the only way to get across? I was like, I hope so. Shoot. I hope so, because it's the only way that I know of. Huh? It was pretty cold. It wasn't as cold as I was expecting. And then when I got over there, I walked barefoot for a while, and then my feet dried. And the trail's not like, it's smoother over there, so it's easier on your feet. But there's these giant ants. But also, the trail that I wanted to go to over there is closed.
Which trail?
The Gold Finch or something like that.
The Golden Sheep Warbler?
Yeah, that one.
It's closed?
Yeah, I got there and I was, oh, the tree. Yeah, there was a big like red thing and it said due to some safety hazard it's closed. But it's still pretty. There's a little loop that you can walk around.
Is it the little blue stem loop?
Little blue stem loop,
Okay.
and then river access trail. So yeah, when I crossed I was like, oh, this must be the thing. And then I kept walking and I was like, yeah, it's closed. Yeah, but it's still pretty if you guys want to go over there.
Thank you for
Y'all have a good one. No problem. Dang, let me put my shoes on, because the rocks, I'm not, like, over there it made me feel like I can be a country girl, but no, I'm a city slicker. I'm a wannabe outdoorsy girl. I'm still learning this. It's only been a few years. I've only been an outdoorsy girl. Actually, now that I think about it, it's been since like 2017. So I think I'm actually, no, it's been before that, because I always liked camping and hiking and Girl Scouts too when I was a kid. I am an outdoor girl, but I can't walk around on hard rocks though. My feet aren't built for that. Anywho, so I told them about that, and then I told them there's still a nice little loop over there if they want to try it. I wonder what they decided to do. I don't see them. I don't know. I told them there's that cute loop over there. It's still nice, but the golden warbler is closed. And they're like, oh man, that's the one we wanted to go on. I was like, yeah, girl, me too. But that was a fun, cute interaction. I love those. Okay, I'm gonna walk to the car. So I thought the adventure was coming to an end by Guadalupe River State Park. I'm back in the car, but it seems like the adventure has just begun. I took my key out of my Camelback. Well, it's not a Camelback. What is this? Inspire. My water pack that I put like my chapstick, which I clearly need to use. My card, my, what else? My headphones, my keys in, and when I took my key out, so I was wondering why earlier I tried to lock the door and it didn't lock. You can lock the door just by like pressing the handle on this vehicle. I know, so cool, right? And it didn't lock, and I was like, okay, whatever. I don't think anyone's gonna, first of all, I don't have anything in here that I'd be sad if it got stolen. Second of all, we're at Guadalupe River State Park. Usually people aren't gonna pay to just come in here and steal. Like, people are here for the beauty of the place. So I just got in the car and then I realized my key was like in half. I just snapped it back closed and now the car is not coming on. That's why sometimes the fancy stuff with vehicles, it's just too much. Like, just give me a car that I can crank normal. I don't want to have to do all this stuff just to get the key to work. So right now I'm going to try to figure out how to get the key to work. I'm like 45 minutes from San Antonio, so that sucks. And I'm really hoping I don't have to call anybody out here to help me, because I got this key when the last one broke in December. And I'm taking the shirt off because it's wet a little bit on the sleeve. And so is this one. I'm taking this one off too. What am I wearing? Okay, I got a bra on. And it's nice and warm in this car because the sun is shining directly on it. Anywho, so I got this key in December. My lips are getting on my nerves. Give me a second. Yeah, I definitely need more chapstick. Anyway, so what happened was I was actually on my favorite trail in San Antonio. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's the one I always find myself walking because it's convenient. It's not too far from where I do everything else. And there's some cute deer and snails sometimes, and it's a really beautiful trail as well, or trail system. But one day I had taken Nala. It was during the winter break, and she was doing track at the time, and her track coach had told us to get the kids ready for their track meet. And because they were off for the winter break, they weren't having practice and so to run with them for like 30 minutes. So I was like, okay, I can do that. Excuse me, I run on my own all the time anyway. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So Nala and I were racing and just having fun, laughing. My keys like flew out of my pocket, broke in half. But I thought, you know, it's no big deal. It looks like I can just snap it back closed. Just put the batteries in there, snap it back closed. We got to the car, it did not work. That ended up being like at least a 3-hour ordeal to get more keys. And the keys, this key, mind you, just got it in December. It's February now. This key, he tried to charge me $450 for it. I said, sir, I can't do $450. It's Christmas. It's the day before Christmas, or 2 days before Christmas. He's like, okay, let me see what I can do. So I was like crying because I really didn't have any money. And he was like, best I can do is $250. I was like, oh my God. So I called Earl and he sent it to me. So my question is, why is this key not working? And I just got it in December. And I don't know, but now I have to figure it out while I'm 45 minutes away from San Antonio. And I got other stuff to do today. So let's figure this out. I have my old key in here. So I'm going to see if I can find the old batteries. Okay, I found one. Good news, baby. I found the old batteries to my old key. And the car is on. And the car is on. And the car is on. My vibe's still on. Vibes always on. Attitude is what matters most. The vibes are on. It's always a vibe when I'm with my, it's always a vibe when I'm with my, it's always a vibe when I'm with myself. It's always a vibe when I'm with my, always a vibe when I'm with my, always a vibe when I'm with myself. Woo! Okay, it's 2, it looks like the video cut off, but it's 2:24. Well, now it's 2:27. You guys didn't really miss anything. After I finished that song, I just talked about everything I need to do. So I'm about to drive home. So I'll probably be home at like 3:30 because it's 45 minutes away. And then it's so scenic. I've been driving slow. Drive slow, homie. And then when I get home, I'm going to take a beautiful shower. Other than that, other things that I would love to be able to do, if I can, I'm at like 6,000 something steps. So I'm going to need to get 3,000 more. My goal for Black History Month is to hit 280,000 steps total, which equals about 10,000 steps a day. But I was sick for like a week. So there's some days that I got like 1,000 steps in. And some days I didn't even get that. Because when I was sick, I was asleep for like, almost for like 3 days straight, pretty much. Not all the way straight, but like, you know, like a little bye. But I was asleep most of the time. I barely got out of bed. So I'm trying to make up for it the most I can. I thought I was going to be able to get more steps in, but I just went with the flow today. And I'm happy that I did, because I feel like I got some creativity time. I got some like spiritual time. I got some physical time, emotional time with myself. I'm feeling like my cup is full, and I love that. I love that feeling. So yeah, but okay, so I want to get my 3,000 or 4,000 other steps in for today, which shouldn't take that long. It'll be either maybe like an hour-long walk, if that, or I can do one of those workouts, one of those like 4,000 steps, get 4,000 steps in 30 minutes workout. So I can do either one of those. I'll be happy with that. Or I can use the walking pad that my mom got me for Christmas and do that while I'm doing my assignment. Oh, the other thing I would like to do is go to yoga. This is like my hookah, except for it's water and it's healthy. I'm trying to see if I need to refill my water while I'm here. Oh, I don't have clothes on, really. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll stop and get some water. The reason why I get so excited for the weekend is because during the week, I'm not really able to do anything on my own. Because Tuesday through Thursday, I have the kids, and I'm like either by myself, or if my mom is here, then that's a different story. I can go do stuff. But Earl's out of town usually, so that's why I try to like maximize my weekends and also Mondays, because he's still here on Mondays. So yeah, will I let you know what I get into? I don't know. I've let you know all of my thoughts. I've shared my deepest, darkest secrets with you. This might be the end of the vlog. And if I feel like adding some clips of me doing my assignment or doing yoga or taking the kids to the movies, I'll let you know. If not, just know I'm going to do, well, I have to do the assignment. And I might either walk or do my yoga or the movie thing. Okay, thank you for listening and hanging out with me. I've had so much fun, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.